show you some things and containers and stuff for storage. What's good, what's bad, what's worked for me in the past. So everybody knows these typical tins. These have a good seal. Round tins have an excellent seal. This is called a sleeve. This is shrink wrap from the factory. Sometimes if you buy 5 at a shot, they'll send you a sleeve. Sometimes they won't. But these round tins, I've seen fail, but very, very minimal amount fail on these small tins. These, on the other hand, do fail over time. The square tins do not usually hold up over time. Preferably, I like to age them about 5 years, 6, 7 years, probably tops, and I'll take them out and jar them. This is the McBaron Perfect Seal. These are known to be sealed for 10, 20, 30 plus years with no problem. No issues with that. Then you have your small tins. Cornell and Diehl, McClellan. They have the smaller tins. They're sealed. They're usually pretty good unless mold starts to form or whatever. They start bulging. Sometimes the bulge is good. We all know that. 8-ounce tins. Seal's pretty good. I have opened up a 15-year-old one of these tins, and the bottom was kind of rusty, and the outside, well, the inside tin was kind of rusty, so probably might not be a bad idea to jar this after so long. Okay, so jarring them, perfect 8 ounces fit in here. Put the date on top. That's the tin date. That's the day I jarred it. 8 ounces of Cajun cake. Yes, that's the old style before the confetti cut. This Beermaster. You buy the bags. 250 gram bag. That's 5 years old. That's good to go. Flakes all nice and stuffed in there. Put the label on there. These are long-term storage. Now, if you like square tins, and there's also these Snapware containers. These things are awesome. They're airtight. They have the rubber seal on. And I have square containers in here. I also have a box of this because this is not sealed. If you ever buy a box of Gall with, it's not sealed. So you have to, so I have, this is over a year old, so, but I've had it in here for the whole time, just haven't gotten around to jarring it. I really don't want to buy any more jars, so I'm kind of waiting to smoke some stuff down. But these Snapware containers, you can get them all different sizes. These are excellent. Storage, they're on Amazon. I think these big ones are like $10 or something. This, I have a bag. Voodoo Queen. These bags don't hold. I'll tell you that right now. These bags don't hold. So either jar it up, jar it up, or put it in these Snapware containers before you get around to jarring it. These pound bricks, too, these break the seal. This one, there's a pinhole in it. You can see it's not, but it's still fresh because it's in this airtight container. This is still good. These things are good. So I'm not worried about it. And they got dates on them. So I couldn't smell any tobacco. As soon as I opened this lid, I smelt it. They snap down nice and tight. Like I said, they come in all different sizes. shapes. You can get a small one, do daily traveling with it. So there's something else that I like to do. That's all long-term storage. This is a long-term storage tin. I bought this when CVS went out of business. This thing is old. I haven't opened it yet. Bulging. Eventually, I'm going to have to just smoke this stuff. I'm sure it's very tasty. Stuff that I have open. What I like to do is 8-ounce jar. So what I do is, if I don't want to smoke an 8-ounce jar, I'll just take I'll take 2 ounces out. I have a scale. I can weigh it out. In this case, there's brownies because they're cakes. And what I'll do is I'll take a 2-ounce tin. I'll take 2 ounces out of here, update the label, dry it out to my liking, 2 ounces of it, and put it in these small containers. Over the years, I have collected a crap ton of these things. You can see this is what I'm not currently smoking. Chelsea Morning. There's all types. There's Piccadilly. There's Maltese Falcon and Navigator and stuff, and Jeanette's Cake. And I have all 8-ounce containers of these blends. And I have more tins, by the way. I just grabbed a handful and put them in a box. And that way I have 2 ounces, and this is just about done. And when this bowl, probably got one more bowl left, this tin's going to go in this box. Same thing with Pirate Cake. Pirate Cake, I have the pound blocks, pound bricks. I'm just going to, when I open up one of those pound bricks, I'm going to take 2 ounces roughly out, dry it out, put it in here, and then use 2 jars like this for long-term storage. These pouches have a seal here. They have a seal here, but of course I'm smoking this. This is open, but these are good to throw in these Snapware containers, or buy a bunch of them and just jar it up, whatever you prefer. I don't have a lot of these, but I'm going to tell you the Burley and the Kentucky and for you some good stuff. That's worth stocking up on. Smaller jars. So I buy this by the pound. And I have 8 ounces in one of these jars. So what do? I take a couple ounces out, dry it out to my liking, and I got little jars. Because McBaren don't have these little tins. They have the bigger ones. They have these things. So I tend to do this. Make little stickers on there. These, when I open up a tin like this, if I know I'm going to go through it, I'll leave it in this tin. If not, I have the flat jars. The flat jars, and they work fine also. So that's long-term storage, what I do. And currently smoking. Take 2 ounces out of here, dry it out to my liking, put it in here. Now put it in my cabinet, and that's a go-to blend, ready to go, dried out to my liking with no issues. Same thing with here. These jars work wonders. These jars work wonders. That's the way to go. Mason jars is really the ultimate way to go in the end. Like I said, these Snapware containers work. But eventually I'm going to have to jar all that stuff up. So, there you have it.